Katie Herzig in the Bing Lounge. Katie, welcome back to Portland.
Thank you.
I'm over here. Hi. Yeah, it's great to have you back. I was just trying to remember when the last time was that we saw you, and it's been at least a year and a half, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, but enough
sure.
time to create a new album, so we'll talk about that a little bit. But also, you are from Colorado. You're a Colorado girl.
Yep.
But you've been in Nashville for a while, and there is something about Nashville. But we think there's something about Portland.
Yeah.
we think it's
I
a
do
pretty.
too, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty special place.
Yeah.
But for those who haven't been, what's so good about being there to make music? Because I'm thinking you moved there because you're a musician.
I did. I was in a band in Colorado, and when that ended and I was looking ahead at being a solo artist, I had taken trips out to Nashville, and I had tasted kind of the community that was really supportive and dynamic, and all the music that was coming out of there I was a fan of, and so I kind of wanted to be a part of it. So I moved away from home, and I packed up my car, drove out.
Yeah, you've been there ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like breathe in the air and to drink the water and splash in the same pool, as it were.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your new album, The Waking Sleep. It came out at the end of September, and it sounds more electronic and a little more dancey. Not that it's going to be less serious, but there's a different sound to it. And when you make a record, when you've done your other records, you've gone in with a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
And you said when you approached, you knew you were going to make a record.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't anything written yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very daunting having no songs hardly at all headed into this record. But I also was really excited about it. Case and Cooley, who's my co-producer right there, and I kind of had it wasn't a rushed thing, and it was just a very open thing to kind of see what came. And for me, building the tracks as I wrote them was a new experience and was a really great experience that I think added a lot of movements and just different musical things that never would have happened if I had the records ahead of time, or the songs ahead of time, if I'd sat down at my acoustic guitar for every song to write. I did that for some of the songs, but a lot of them I just used the tools that I had of different samples of different instruments to start building a track. And I would replace them with we also had a lot of raw organic instruments. Everybody on this stage played on the record, and so bringing those two things together really interested Kaysen and I, and we're fans of a lot of music that do that.
Yeah, and I think it was Kaysen who said that it gives you this whole huge color palette to work from. It's so different now, with everybody having GarageBand and, kind of whatever you might have at your disposal to create music. To write a song and you layer it, I mean, what actually has to happen? One thing at a time, or big, giant ideas at once?
Like my song Lost and Found, for example, on the album, all I had in mind was this piano. Dun, 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 dun. And I had no idea where it was going to go. I had no idea what the song was going to be about. And I just started, building the track, putting that in there, and then you just... thought it'd be cool to have, I think Claire came over and played some cello, dun, 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 and you just kind of let that lead you and let the words come and let, whatever landscape you're starting to create sonically, I think really starts to feed what's going to happen lyrically. And, if you need, it was really just kind of like build as you go sort of experience.
And then having to just trust the process that it's going to develop into something and become whole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So on The Waking Sleep, you dedicate the album to your mother.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me a little bit about her. She was an inspiration for you, for your music, encouraging you, that relationship early on.
Yeah, my parents were the most supportive parents a girl could have. They were at any show they could be at and always kind of, encouraging me along the way. And my mom has been sick for a long time, and this record I made in the middle of some hard times, and so she was kind of front of mind for a lot of it. And so I dedicated it to her.
So a lot of that inspiration then, a lot of the songs that you have in your arsenal then are sort of like nod back to her.
Right.
Which is a poignant thing since you lost her earlier this month.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate you once again on a really lovely album, The Waking Sleep. And thank you again for being in the Bing Lounge. Love to hear some more music.
Okay.
Katie Herzig.
Yeah.